Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another SpyParty Masters Championship 2024 Champions Round Robin cast. It's the third match of the first week. I'm your humble host, tournament organizer, and caster wrestler. Today, we'll have a first match between the other two players who haven't yet played. It's going to be the number 4 seed Graash and the number 6 seed Rav. Looking at the brackets here, we're past the challenger stage and well into the champions round robin. Previous match, we did see Operites beating Martini in that group that both of these players reside in. And whilst two people are, at least in this matchup, two people in a different way of qualifying. So let's start with Graash for now. Graash has, whilst he wasn't too hot in the Winter Cup, he didn't even make it out of the qualifying groups. He did finish 3rd and 4th respectively in Twilight Zone and Summer Cup. And that guaranteed him a 2nd seed based via MRP points. And the 2nd seed via MRP points is seed 4. So he accrued quite a lot of points. And on his best day, I would say his pie is the strength in this matchup. He can be very elusive. He can be very, I would say, cheesy. But I cannot think of a worse opponent for a person to be relying on his spy play than Rav. Rav has been taking a bit of a break this year, qualified via being the finalist of the previous SMC, 2nd place, and being in the SMC 22, taking 3rd place. So this tournament is very good for him, and Rav historically has been, at his best, has been an absolutely lockdown sniper. At his best, the sniper win rate for Rav was over 90%. That's unfathomably high, even for the top players. His spy can be a little bit slow with a rush 10 towards the end, but it's Rav sniper that is such a chokehold for so many people. And it's going to be interesting to see Rav play again. He hasn't been playing in a bit of time, so let's see if that rust is going to be on him, or will he shake it off? And of course, we do have the drafts. So the drafts bans are Modern and Balcony from Graash and Rav respectively, and restricts are High Rise and Aquarium. Rav's bans and restricts are been the same pretty much for the past 2 years, have not changed. He's not a super big fan of Aquarium, and Graash Aquarium is one of his favorite venues, so it makes sense to restrict it. Balcony is just his worst venue in general. And Modern and High Rise, hard venues for the spy win rate, and makes sense for Graash. And in the order that we're gonna play them, it is Ballroom, Gallery, Veranda, Tennen, Terrace into Redwoods, with multiplications on Ballroom and Veranda. So Rav really picking, I was gonna say picking venues that favor a sniper more than this tend to spy, but Redwood seems to be the anomaly in that, since Veranda and Gallery are definitely more in the sniper favorite side, but Redwoods, I just imagine, is just a comfort pick for him. And on the other side, Ballroom pick and double from, or multiply rather, by Graash. He has been doing that basically consistently if he gets the chance, and Rav obliges with Tennen and Terrace, with bit of a mix-up for Rav, especially Tennen. That's a spy's paradise, typically. And we do have the predictions before we move on, and I will decide the destiny, who wins and loses, because that's how predictions work. But in all seriousness, even though I love Graash spy play, I just think that Rav had a historically great matchup versus Graash, and I can see totally a Rav sniper shutout. So I'm gonna predict Rav to be the winner here. And for the scoreline, I'm just gonna say, here's the, well, how many? If it's a question, how many spy wins Rav will manage? I will say it's gonna be 10-6. It's gonna be 10-6 Rav. He may slip up once, but I still think that Rav is a slight favorite compared, even though he's at the lower seeds. But with all that said, none of that is gonna be of use if we don't start playing. And we are on Ballroom. This is gonna be the double one, and it's Rav on Spy playing as Irish. And even if I'm solo, you have to start any cast with 3, 2, 1 playing it. It's obligatory at this point. Moving to our seduction target very quickly, though we're not flirting immediately, we're stacking Graash. But we do hit a green fire troubles 51% early on. Ballroom, the traditional party in the box setup. Lots of angles to do things, but also quite reasonable for the sniper to hold. The oldest venue in the game, the very first one ever created, and the layout still holds up. As Rav taking it slow, but he will move into for the second flirt. Hopefully for him it's gonna be a green. And it is a quick start from Rav. Oh, that's a white pour line. Oh no, there's the camera shake. A highlight comes off. What's the reaction? So us and Salmon are in the chain, and Teal also is kept as a highlight. So yeah, white purloin, not the that's rough, especially with 2 minutes left. And if either of these AIs don't do anything, that's just gonna be a win for Graash. A white contact gives the other 2 chain people reels though. So oh, but the person leaves, so didn't even fire it off. We can't fake a contact if there's no one else in the conversation circle. It's never gonna get a fingerprint for our troubles. The ambassador is leaving a fingerprint that blue, but the problem is we're the only one that's moving currently. Teal and Salmon have been sitting very still, not doing anything. Just gonna finish our drink, think about what we need to do. But at this situation, oh, I thought we would try to go for the fingerprint at blue, but C comes in before us. I think we're just gonna have to do a contact into somewhat of a bug. I can't see any other way we survive. But even in the most perfect of bugs, I don't think we survive either, since we're the only one that's really moving around. TL has been sitting still again this entire time, and the double agent also leaves. I think now it's the only way to win is to try to induce a shot. There's the fake contact. It is a white, real only for Salmon.
And a red.
We're in standing bug range. It is tempting, but Graash is all over that. We're just trying to do it out of desperation. Graash is having none of that. Takes the shot. Yeah, just unfortunately not much to say apart from white purloin is almost certainly death. We didn't get exact look at the fate here, but want to see who was before us. Indeed, it was. Was Teal even offered beforehand? No. Oh, Seek took, and then it was Salmon. So Teal. Maybe he thought he could have been a cheese there at the statues, but I don't think that much matters. Just, unfortunately, a white pawn. If that chain could have lasted longer, maybe it would have been a win. But Graash on top of things. Unfortunate mishap from action test from Roth, but still a chance to tie. Graash on the spy side playing his boots. Playing it. In in a couple of previous casts, we mentioned like Firelord even, and maybe asking a bit more of a pathing snipers. Roth is none of those things. He's purely camping with a bit of behavioralism, but he's a very good camping sniper. 51% of the first alert for Graash. So, when he's on his game, he feels like he cannot get away with it. As we're gonna go for a green banana bread, we are gonna redirect to fingerprints. We do hit a difficult on this briefcase, and we just go back. No, I thought we are gonna go back to the same stack. Are we gonna go for the double? Oh, I think that Smallman just. Oh no, there is a fingerprint, and it's a double difficult. We do hit it, but again, Rolf tracks that highlight side for us. I think that could have worked against almost any other player, but Rav is so meticulous with this, especially on his good days with his camping. Oh, an unfortunate 85% flirt. And we're the only highlight as well. Seduction target leaves. This will give us an excuse to leave, as Wheels is going for the center statue, so that's at least one more suspect for off. But being one of only 2 highlights doesn't have to be glue, as we just go for a bug. But I was excited a bit too quickly. Rob is all over that, takes the shot, ties things back up. So, I want to take a quick look at the... I didn't get to look at how it looked from the... So from the spy side, yeah, that's not exactly the most of subtlest of bugs. And from the sniper side, oh yeah, that's good enough for Roth. Takes the shot. I would say relatively simple shot, and he was on track with the fingerprints. But in any case, we're back to a tie yet again. Roth playing a Seek. Playing it. Oh, we flirt and then leave immediately. I do like that play. If you don't do it every single time, since if you do that almost every single set, the sniper will start looking for it and catching you in the act. Redirect off of a briefcase. I'm not sure. I feel like that Spy's gone so good at doing that, people just don't tend to give lowlights for that. Oh, now seduction target leaves again. That's a bit annoying, but... yeah. Not much... yeah, there is some activity, but... here we go, we're gonna join to... oh, and then the seduction target leaves again. I don't know what we said to her during the first floor, but mustn't have been good. And we do a green transfer by the green bookshelves. Oh, I thought it was zoomed in towards us, but it was just towards the list, so we got away with that clean, and the green bookshelf tends to be the harder one to complete. But we still need a second one, and the blue bookshelves could provide a bit more cover if there's a conversation here. Unfortunately, this half of the venue completely empty, so we'd be out in the open if we want to finish this right now. Gonna join a cross-farm seduction target, hoping that she won't leave this time. Or we're gonna go for flirt 77%. Double agent leaves beforehand, so we couldn't do that. As Minute 28. This is, I want to say, classic Rav, where he leaves quite a lot of missions late in the game, and sometimes he just rushes it, and that's sometimes just hard to track for the sniper, depending on how good the rush is executed at the end. Minute 10, contact could be imminent at any given moment. There is a statue going and another highlight out of it. Here's the pearl and yet another white test. Rob shakes. Now we see the highlight for Rav. Oh, just here's the flirt. Another green figs up to 100%. Are we gonna survive contact? Surely not. But we have to try this, and the master leaves again. We can't complete transfer here. We're gonna have to try to do a contact if we want to finish it. Or timeout, potentially. If you do a timeout early, showing the sniper that you're willing to time out, that could hold some... you could mess up with the sniper thinking that he's going to time out. Here's the banana bread. And we're going to do a crash bucket at the end. But Graash is all over it again. Takes the shot. Up 2-1. Oh, so the second time we did a white pearl line, and unfortunately the second time I'm not sure there was even a chain on it. So let's see what was beforehand. Yeah, so there wasn't even a chain. Really. Yeah, so we requested just immediately white pearl line. And yeah, there was just no chain. We tried to complete at the very end of the game here with a couple seconds left, but that crash bug is plain as day. Graash takes the shot and is up 2-1. But yet again, you have to break Rav's sniper to really secure lead in the set. And let's see if Graash is able to do it as sorry. Playing it. Oh, that was just the Borngon bug. What's the reaction from Rav? No reaction. Yeah, but no reaction from Rav. I think we gotta wait this chaos bug clean. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we got to say Scott. I think we got to wait this bug completely clean. With no highlight onto us. If we had a suspicion onto us, surely get a highlight based on the last game. And if you're Graash and you're thinking, okay, that I got away with this bug completely clean, are you gonna dare the sniper to shoot for 3 missions? I think we're going for center respects right now. Indeed, we are. Here it is, the highlight onto us, but I think it's just for the statues. All 3 inspects do come off. We're gonna take this briefcase. I think we're kind of obligated to. We have a difficult if we want to. And yet again, Graash green rate so strong. A 3rd difficult print grabbed. But I don't think we really need to. We just have to hope the seduction target doesn't leave. But again, seduction target leaves towards the bookshelf. But in any case, we do have a highlight. We're still in a really good position. We just need to get this flirt done somehow. And I think at this point, we kind of really have to get a 2 flirt. Yeah, Graash is eyeing up that. Are we close enough for the 2 flirt? But this has to be a 2 flirt if we want to complete in time. It is a green test, 51%. Laser isn't onto our conversation, but nothing else that's happening currently. This would be a very sick... If we could grab a 2nd print, though inspects and prints would be fairly dicey. We're gonna leave the conversation circle, try to... Oh, the double agent comes to our conversation as well. So if we want, we could try to join back the same conversation. No, we're gonna go. Oh no, the seduction target leaves again. That's just tragic for Graash. But I think this contact has to be imminent at some point. Here it is, a fake a real contact. That's just a shot! That's just a shot onto Graash and Rav, despite missing a bug. And that was a SIB-BB as well. That's just an amazing shot from Rav. You couldn't ask for a more perfect game if you're Graash, reasonably. But maybe onto that, we're chasing this red dress far too often, and during the time of contact, we even do a SIB-BB. We're sipping during BB, but maybe because we're the only real conversation, the only real highlights. That was almost a perfect spy game, but not enough. Rav ties things up 2-2, and you have to feel for Graash for that one. Oh man, but that is a Rav sniper, and sometimes he's able to just take those shots. And as we're gonna move on to gallery, and we're gonna try and inject some culture into our match, as Rob was playing Disney. Playing it. Oh. And if you're Graash, you gotta be thinking, what do I do to actually beat that sniper? Because I'm surely that bug was missed due to not being a highlight and not even giving general suspicion. But that game has gone and passed, and it's Rav's turn to play spy. So we only have one floor for 39%. We're moving out front. Rav has not been a particular proponent for timeouts, as we do have a couple of battling lowlights from Rav, or at least one for now. Grabs another one from this redirect of Twin. Yeah, seduction target is holding a briefcase, taking the ambassador all out front, so can't really do much progress here. Ambassador's in a safe place. The seduction target still with that case. Yeah, 2:35 left. We're gonna finally go to our seduction target. We're gonna be respectful. Oh, but we're standing right behind Taft here. This could be something looking like some AI shenanigans. I wouldn't sweat too much as we hit a flirt for 53%. Though it's risky, I would really like for Rav to try to get a timeout here. It's not likely with the way we're going if we're going to be able to finish, especially with gallery as well. Ambassador comes here to say hi.
Banana bread.
We gotta go for a fake banana bread. We're getting distracted for a bug. We take it. We take a standing bug. But Graash is not fooled. Takes the shot. I kind of like that play, trying to distract from the bug here. But unfortunately, for Rav, that's nothing else was really happening, and he didn't really have to zoom in on any other distraction. For example, if we're zoomed in out in here and doing these lowlights, that would make sense, but if that would work, but that feels like that was an expected play as well, and Graash correctly finds the shot. 3-2, and we're still yet to find a spy win. And let's see if Graash is able to break that trend, playing as general, starting it. Oh, We really wanted to go to that seduction target, but we kind of awkwardly bounced around. We do request a drink. I think we wanted to get into this early chain early on, but that's not what's happening. Oh, we get a bug! Oh, we get a conversation bug! And again, no highlight! We have to look at how that looked. Surely this is not another shot from Rav. Again, we have this bug in pocket. But oh, Rav is also doing a couple of pathing lowlights, 3 of them as of now. We're gonna go to this conversation circle, and it has our ST. Oh, it's a white test for 34%. Still, I think not too late for a 3 flirt, but I don't think we can stay here and do that 3 flirts. I think we're gonna have to leave this early on. But again, you have to assume with this clean bug in pocket. Okay, I assume it's clean. Since we're not being watched right now at all, Grav is zooming in at the far end of the venue. As we're gonna time for this one out, I'd imagine we're gonna leave after this one. Oh no, this flotation cooldown just expired. And Graash is furious with our ST. We're just gonna go and chase them to the nth degree. And he's gonna land, awkwardly in a conversation circle. Oh, we barely try to squeeze ourselves in here. It's a bit awkward. Our hulking bulk was not enough. We do hit a wide for 68%. Our seduction target leaves yet again. And again, we're gonna have to chase this. And even if we chase this and complete this, we only have a minute left. And this conversation circle might be full. Yeah, we can't even join this. Yeah, we can't even join this conversation circle. It both has our double 8. Okay, now the ambassador... No, it doesn't leave even. Okay, now we squished ourselves in. We need a green flirt and a contact here. Here's the green contact. And that's just a shot. But even then... Oh, but even then the DA was taking the briefcase. Oh my dear. Oh me, oh my. Yeah, apparently we had a lot. I want to check into those last couple of entries that we had as general. So from the sniper camera. Oh yeah, that's a bit awkward. Yeah, it's just... We're kind of doing the ballerina dance, and in this entry here, especially when we're waiting out here for a time. Yeah, this one doesn't look too bad, but yet again, and at this moment, even the green contact comes off. Oh wait, the ST. Wait. This is when the contact went off. This is when the... Oh, wait. Oh, this is when the contact landed. But apparently this is already considered out of conversation? She hasn't picked... She even is in the middle of a cycle. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. I was not sure not how it works, but... It didn't matter at the end for Rav. He still shot that instantly. That bug mate was credited far more than I expected, and those couple of entries just confirmed it. And we're gonna move on to the double of Ravs. This is Veranda, the 5 out of 8 venue. So let's see how Rav is gonna do that playing as Red Dress. Playing it. Oh, we do a... Oh, I thought we were gonna do... That looked like an instant bug attempt, and I got excited for it, but neither of that was a bug attempt, nor was anything in that matter, so. White test for 34%. And we leave instantly. Got a little bit too excited. I thought that we got a bug in the first 5 seconds. Yeah, again, Rob taking things slowly. Not rushing things, but again, this is a 5 out of 8 venue. And Rob's style of rushing later, well, it still can work, definitely, and Rob has been able to prove that. It is that much more exponentially hard to do. We finish our drink. The party has been relatively quiet. The ambassador has been relatively safe for now. We don't have Grandpa's second breath. We don't feel that peckerish. The ambassador doesn't walk by close enough for a bug attempt, though I don't think he can feasibly go quite close next to us. As again, we're playing things slowly. Conversations has just opened up for us to drop in next to the seduction target, but Rob elects not to for now. Okay, now he attempts to. I thought we were gonna try to go for a bug, but that little bounce, and maybe we decided halfway that we'd better not to. There's another white test for 68%, of 220 left. Though I haven't seen any on this game yet, or the set rather, a timeout or two would be very welcome here. And we do request a drink. I wonder if we're gonna try to do a green purloin play here. As now we just take another drink, we do feel a bit peckerish. But that occupies our hands for a little bit. Oh, that was a difficult fingerprint on it. My bad. So there was some progress. Minute 30 left and we only have partial progress on 2 missions. This feels quite slow even for Rav. Fortunate seduction target doesn't land our conversation. And moves away far and wide. So, ambassador, where's ambassadors? Oh, it would be nice for him if he left us a fingerprint statue to swap late game. That would have been a nice avenue for a rush. As we do hit the final flirt, we do complete a DA is our conversation as well. Maybe we're gonna try to do a flurry missions of here. It is here. It is a pearl. It is a green test. Graash not looking at it. Zoomed in the ambassador. Contact comes off. It is a white test.
And the end of red.
Here's the take. What's the reaction from Graash, rather. 40 seconds left. We still need to get 1.5 missions. I presume we're gonna go for this bug attempt here. Here's the fake contact again. That knocks out the list taker. 25 seconds left. What is our mission? Finish. This is gonna be a difficult print onto red books. Oh no, that's just a normal thing, but we do hit it. What's the 12 seconds? It's reaction. We're following the ambassador. We desperately want the bug. We're chasing hard for it. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Ambassador's not giving in to us. We're chasing it all the way through the venue. Rob is feeling absolutely furious. And we do timeout. Even so, I think that Graash would have correctly shot there just because we're being active. We're the only being active at the very end of the game here. But I feel we need some Benny Hill music in this. So I want to see how that looked from the Spiper's perspective. We chased that ambassador to the nth degree. We're following red dress. No one's doing anything else. And Rob has to be absolutely furious that we didn't even have to. We didn't have an attempt at that. But in any case, it is yet another sniper win for these players. But this is gonna be last game before halftime. And it is Graash playing a steal. Playing it. AI control versus Graash. It's interesting. That's something that I would credit. Okay, so we just wanted to land on the first pad without being too suspicious. I guess that was it. I was gonna say also Veranda, not one of those venues that we're gonna have bring a fingerprint here. I'm just gonna put it back here. Surely we do. I would have just loved to. Oh, we just hide this. Oh, interesting. Oh, we just hide this briefcase away. We hide the evidence far and wide. Here's the flirt, 34%. But Veranda, I have to feel it's way more comfortable for Raw. Firstly, it is this double, and also with his current sniper play, 5 out of 8 seems almost impossible at this point. It's definitely not a possibility. Certainly, Graash is definitely a good spy, but with the shots and control of the party that Rob has done, it's way harder. Here's the contact. That knocks out. Oh dear, how many people is that? That's 5 people this early on. And we're gonna pick up inspects here. That does give us a highlight for it though. .245 left. We have quite a lot of partial progress on quite a lot of missions. All of them are soft tells, so but we'll have to include some hard tells, I imagine. Here's another flirt. There's a white flirt for 61%, so we're gonna have to hit a green, a medium range green on these small conversation circles will do. Now you have a lot of partial progress. Oh, we do request a drink. I was gonna say, but unfortunately, that the seduction target just takes before us. We're just gonna go for this purloin. No, we just simply reject, and we don't do anything here with the ambassador. We're gonna go to the second set of statues instead. Oh, this is a fingerprintable statue as well. But Rob, look at this zoom in, watching for the swap already. I think if you're watching that already, you thinking that this person is one of the most suspicious in the party. We are a highlight after all. But still, not looking too great for Graash. If we get a good flirt and possibly a really long purloin chain or just a great bug that Rob just misses it, I think that is our ticket towards the victory. Here's the floor. Oh, another white for 95%. But that doesn't even matter. We just take the shot. Someone tell Rob this is a 5 out of 8 venue, not a 4 out of 8 venue. And that's just an immediate shot from Rob. I just have to imagine this was again for the aggressive flirt chasing. But, man, this Rob sniper has been absolutely killing it. And with that, we're gonna move on to halftime. It is 4-4, it is still tied. But those shots onto Graash, a couple of them especially, you just have to feel pretty bad if you're Graash, since, especially on Ballroom, you did almost a perfect game on Ballroom and that Rob still decided that was enough and shoot you. Maybe maybe Rav is already catching on the fact of the aggressive flirting from Graash. He has been doing it quite a few times this game already. So maybe that's something that Graash needs to try to hide more, since I think that's what we're getting caught on, especially. And, well, I want to say Rav's spy hasn't really super challenged Graash, since a couple of those were just straight white purloins with no chain on, and a desperation bug at the end. If Rob ever picks up his spy, I think, even though this is tied, this could go sour for Graash really, really fast. But we have to see if any of that happens. Sometimes casters, and especially TOs, make a fool of themselves, and I could still be very much wrong. Rav could definitely still fumble, and Graash can succeed, and vice versa. But we'll see about that when Rav is playing Rocker on Veranda Spy. Playing it. Oh, that was a mouthful. We wanted to float our seduction target, but unfortunately Alice decided that she was a better running partner of our seduction target. And who would... Oh, but seduction target comes to us instead. A 34% on a white test. Yeah, so far this set has been a sniper party, not a single spy game, and you have to imagine once the spy game hits, it's gonna be really hard for any of these players to bring this back. We don't go for a bug, which is, I think, correct, since Graash was all over that angle, and that angle wasn't particularly good to begin with. There's the second floor. There's a green for 85%. So far, we've just been hitting floors, not doing too much. I'd imagine we're gonna do the rush later on in the game, but okay, we're gonna go into this green bookshelf here. I don't imagine there's a print here. Yeah, not really. Are we gonna try to go for this green to red here, or just take out the green book and dump it later? Oh, we do a white transfer. On the corner of the screen, it is visible, but it is difficult to know. It's difficult to know if the sniper saw that, since whilst the laser is in one place, the sniper's eyes and attention may be elsewhere. And with no highlights, I have to imagine that this was clean. But yet again, I've said that quite a lot of times, and it hasn't come to fruition as we finally hit a flirt. Here's the contact. It is green. Couple of lowlights, but not too many. 2 conversations with reals, though. Minute 55 remaining. We do have that transfer in our pockets. Rather, microfilm our pockets. And afterwards, we need still a couple more missions. So maybe bug purloin? Maybe waiting on a good chain for us to do that. But unfortunately, ours just takes. We can't really go for that. As we leave for statues, interestingly enough. There's the highlight onto us. Are we gonna try to complete statues late on in the game? Oh, that's just a green swap. Okay. Interesting swap position. You don't tend to see swaps at this front statue. Let's see who gets called. It is tapped, as we do go for a transfer at red. Let's see what's the reaction. There's a fingerprint on it as well. Here's the swap. It zoomed into us, but we mistook the fade. We shoot the civilian instead. And Rob finally breaks serve and takes the spy win on Veranda. Oh, you have to feel sorry for Graash. I think that was... Surely this was just a fade error. Again. You have to think that he was watching it here. But maybe just... Yeah, maybe he just didn't see the fade and only noticed that the swap was happened. And he was one of the highlights, so... Even more suspicion that deferred to us, but... Unfortunately, that's just an incorrect shot, and Rav finds the first spy win of the match. And on one of the harder venues of the Veranda, this is the final game of Veranda. Let's see if Graash can retaliate himself, playing his wheels. Let's go. Those types of games are really hard to... forget. It's just like, oh, I should have had it. It was just an easy visible fade. But we do get a quick cheese 51% flirt. Oh, we really want to. Oh, that's awkward. That's awkward. That's awkward. And knowing that we got shot for it on a gallery game, this has to. Oh, even red dresses blocking our entry here. So we're zooming around again on our electric wheelchair. Surely we have to... No, we go for a fake banana bread. I think we're supposed to have been a flirt. It is a green purlon in the way in. Here's the contact. Sorry, there's the... Third here. There's go of contact as well. Flurry of missions coming off. Purloin is still going. Still happening. Here's the take from Duke. We're all the way out. What's the reaction? Okay, now we see the list is gone. And it's just immediate shots. We didn't even look for anyone else. We just shot wheels. By the wheel. Just at Rob, you absolute madman. A correct shot nonetheless, but I want to take a look at that chain again. Let's see when we did the purloin. So, twin takes before us. We do reject. Now here, we do take the purloin. Taft also rejects, and then Duke. And then Duke takes... We see, we don't even think twice about it. We see the list gone. We see wheels at the statue. Just don't even rotate for a potential swap. Just, oh man, that's just rough. I think Rob is on. You cannot say that he's rusty after these set of sniper wins. Just like any doubts about his rustiness should be tossed away, and Rob is finally the first time the lead of the set and is on the spy side in Tennen. If there's any place for a spy win, it would be here. But Rob is spying first as Irish, playing it. We're just... Oh, interesting. We're going to center statues early this time around. No, it's that statues, pardon me. Looking for the side statues. Shoji being on the books, all on the book sides, has to be one of the... probably the worst setup. It's easier to watch bugs from this particular angle. It's easier to watch statues. I think this has to be the worst... probably the worst Shoji setup is all on one side, on the book side. Since transfer is a harder mission to do, let's just say, for example, swap or inspect. A bit unfortunate for Rob, but there's still plays you can do on Tan despite on this show maybe slightly worse than optimal shoji setup. As you see, for example, we're taking this far left angle, and potentially you may not even see the swap that's happening here, as some of the statues are blocked off. We do have a briefcase, but there's no fingerprint on this one, so we're just grabbing it to waste time. And Seduction Target leaves again. I just feel that this set hasn't been particularly good with Seduction Target luck. They've been moving around quite a bit and not letting us chat them up, flirt them up, and complete that mission.
Banana bread.
There's the fake. Couple of Lolas, but other than that, everyone else has a... And that's just a shot onto Rocker! Oh, I have to check what was happening. It is Tennen. So early finishes can be possible, but let's just see what Rocker has done throughout this entire game to warrant such a response. Okay, so... Not really a flirt. Interesting. So, okay, center statues here, okay. And do some sort of bug credit where? Here? Maybe here, possible bug credit here? Not likely. Yeah, was that one cycle? I was just noticing. Let's see. Was that a one cycle at the statues? No. No, that wasn't the one cycle. 1, 2. Yeah, that was a 2 cycle. So, could have had inspects, possibly a bug credit into a reel. It's not an unfathomable shot, but unfortunately just not the right one. And Rav extends his lead. And with how this set has been looking thus far, it isn't looking great for Graash. But it's if there's any place to find a spy win, it is Tennen. We do have the exact same setup for Graash as well. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Are we gonna try to go for an early transfer here? Oh no, it's not the same setup, my pardon. As we go for a transfer here, it is behind the shoji, so I think we got away with this clean. So yeah, this isn't the same setup as the front shoji is at the statue side, but the other one is at the bookshelf. It's one of the better ones, I would say. Maybe the alternating ones would be the best ones, but this is still good. 51% on the flirt as well. Seduction Target doesn't get the briefcase and decides to join right back for us. It's an 85% for flirt for Graash. It's a bit unfortunate. We don't do anything silly with the bug shenanigans. Oh, we do request a drink. It is gonna be a purloin. It is gonna be a white test purloin. The fade is visible. What's the reaction from Rav? The same has been all the time, shooting the spy. And Rav, on that white purloin, takes yet another sniper win, is up 4-8 and already secured 4 match points. Oh, yeah, you have to feel for Graash. I think I want to see what this purloin chain was, So Duke took before us. We did reject here. We also could have rejected. Taft rejects. Oh, so Pearls takes Salmon into SDA and into us. But unfortunately, it is a white test. And the C's pardon to see. Watch the fade. Raw thinks about it for a brief second, but nails the correct shot. And as mentioned before, is already on match points. And he can close it out right here, right now. On Terrace. Playing a steal. Started. I have to learn more different ways to say playing it. But in any case, we are at bar. We're gonna grab a delegate, I imagine, here. Possession target is a statue, so we can't really flirt. We do get a highlight for bar here for Purloin. So Graash using the highlights for bar tracking. We do respect the flirt distance though. That's not quite in range for a 2 flirt, but never mind. Seduction target just absolutely refuses to be next to us for any amount of time. Leaves for like the 5th time in the set, I think. Bit of unfortunate luck. And yeah. Terrace is one of those venues you can definitely lean on to a frame. But you still have to know who would be a good suspect for a frame. As for now, not too many. We do.
Banana bread.
Here's the contact. Couple of lowlights taken off, and yeah, this party quite narrowed down. Okay, so we do get highlights. This time, highlights are for reals. So here's the first flirt. It is 25% on the green test across the conversation. I think you have to imagine that there's gonna be a frame game somewhere, unless an AI finishes a soft tell. There's I imagine they're gonna have to try to do a bar frame, but literally no one is at bar. No one's moving away from these conversation circles. Here's the second flirt. It is a 51% flirt. Minute left, and what's the path to victory here? Go grab his fingerprints, grab a briefcase, pardon, and it is a difficult fingerprint. We do hit it. Rob's green rate has been really damn good this entire set, apart from the first early purloins here. Oh, that's a shake, and that's the shot onto Alice. I presume that had to be finished for Alice for Prince here. I just don't imagine any other way, but Rav has already secured the set, and we still have 3 more games to go. So let's take a look at that very quickly. Let's see from the start of the game what did Alice do here. I imagine it had to be Prince here. Yeah, so yeah, she grabbed the print at the very early game, 3 minutes. So, yeah, she does have real, and the only way you can realistically, yeah, and afterwards, she does have real, and later on. Oh, wait, that was a difficult print onto us. So, that wasn't a print onto Alice, actually. So, yeah, that wasn't a print onto Alice. So, that briefcase is just empty. That wasn't even a finish. Bit of a miscalculation then there, but Rav is gonna take it and has already secured a set, but we're still gonna play out the last 3 games for potential tie breaks. More spy party is always better, as Graash is picking Duke, if I recall, favorite spy choice of Rav's on Terrace, playing it. At this point, if you know you're already lost, do you throw caution to the wind and try to do some crazy wild things? Though on Terrace, what really crazy things can you really do? Quite a bit of a bar rush early on. A seduction target decided to leave and then rejoin us. I think I've redirect of the case. Here's the flirt. A green test for 85%. So I wonder if we're gonna try to lean into that 50-50 later on, or are you just gonna try to... Now we're gonna try to create our luck ourselves. We do request a drink. Rob's highlights have been for statues. Oh, that's just a drink take. That's just a straight drink take. So yeah, we do lean into it. What is the reaction? Are we gonna try to do a frame game? Oh, the doubled agent even comes to us. We do get a highlight. We do get a real. No, that's just an immediate shot onto us. Rob is not buying the fake, takes the shot, and for the every single time it has been correct. I wanna see who we tried to send here for Graash here. Who did we try to send ourselves from? Oh, from General. Did General have a... Oh, General could have definitely delegated to us indeed. But interesting. But Rob is not even concerned about General. Immediately takes a shot onto us. And has swept the last 6 games of this entire set, as we're finally moving to the final venue of this game. And I fear sure that Graash wants to leave this venue, this match behind him, but there's still 2 more matches, and it's Rob on the Spy side playing as Plane Twin on Redwoods. Vamos! That was Portuguese for let's go. As we do hit an early green time ad. Oh, that's just a highlight, instant highlight. Was that a twin differentiating highlight? Or that was a time ad? Interesting. I wonder if this is just a twin differentiating highlight or a time ad. The time ad highlight. As we do hit a floor for 51%. If this is a twin differentiating highlight, I don't feel too bad about this. But the fact that we got a highlight right as we got that time at suggests that it isn't. And Rob is in a pretty rough shape early on. But maybe with the slow pace that has been exuding, maybe he'll try to throw off the suspicion. And sometimes the sniper forgets what they highlight the person for, unless it is very obvious. As we do hit a flirt for 100%, we are gonna go for inspects here. Oh, there's a fingerprint on this one, and Rob just doesn't miss a green test when it comes to fingerprints. Yet again, we do hit it. We do get the inspect as well. Are we gonna go for a bug on the way out? Now, Rob has been Graash has stared it down, but we do go for this briefcase here. So we have seduce and fingerprints done. Contact, we could try to go for a contact here. Or rather not, the double agent also on the move. We're not gonna go for this. Are we gonna maybe try to go for a statues into contact? Never mind, we're gonna go for a contact here. Maybe try to go for last and second inspect here. Here's the real contact, but Graash is having none of it. An immediate shot onto us. I'd have to imagine for the call time ad, and later on for suspicion, with mission progress suspicion. So, Graash salvages 1 point in this set. Every point could matter for potential tie breaks. So, it's still important. And even though he has lost this set, he really liked to accrue one more point if he could help it. And the final game of this set is going to be Graash playing Spy as Queen on Redwoods. Let's start it. Or maybe let's end it, since the last venue of the game. Possession target is Smallman, so we maybe potentially want to. I guess every time we pick Smallman as a target, we just want to keep him for a potential suspect and not be him being the cast member is SDA. Here's the floor for 28%. Graash is not zoomed into us, so could be maybe a bug possibility, but oh no, here's the wrong arm bug. What's the reaction? No reaction thus far, but that hasn't indicated anything this set. The Rob has not been highlighting for bugs and just shooting the spy later on. Yeah, we're gonna move closer to general here. Sorry, Sora versus Duction. We do hit a floor for 62%. We're not even on screen. We're being blocked by the trees. The DA comes to us.
Banana bread.
A contact comes off. Do we send our delegate here? Oh yeah, we did send the Purloin as well. No shot coming off. Never mind. Shot does come off. And Rob holds this spy sniper. Perfect 8 out of 8, 11 the 5 scoreline overall, and even when you think you got away with everything, Rob just manages to. So I want to see when we send this. Oh, so we send this here before contact. Then we finish flirt into. So we see the list stake. We think who could have done it, and Rob just takes no prisoners, takes the shot, and holds an absolute sniper masterclass in this set. Those replays are gonna have to be investigated by the opponents and investigated hard, because this game has been absolutely perfect from the sniper side of Rob. And congratulations for both players, good games from both players. I felt like Graash did try his best, but unfortunately, Rob was just absolutely on fire today on the sniper side. Unfortunately, a couple of mistakes from Graash. That all it took for Rob to take the set. And whilst Rob hasn't advanced yet, he'll still have to play 2 more matches against OP and Martini respectively. If you're either of those 2 players, you're not looking forward to any of those. And if you're Graash, you are looking for those because you want to avenge your loss to Rob and take it out on OP and Martini. But that will be for another day, as we will conclude this cast. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And thank you for players for participating and putting on this amazing match. We'll see you next time. Probably this upcoming week, maybe on a weekday, to finish the first week of the rounds robin with Lev and Firelord Ethan. But that will happen later. And until then, fare thee well.